Okay, what's up everybody, and welcome back to yet another vlog on the road. So about 3 days ago, on the 22nd, round about 10-11 o'clock in the morning, we got our house ready to Airbnb it out, and we came to Girona so that I'm at a lower altitude so I can be fresh for my next 2 races, which I have mentioned in the vlog, so you have to watch the vlog further to see which they are. And after those races I'll be doing Tour of Luxembourg as well, hopefully in preparation for Volta España. Also came down here for heat acclimatization. It's a little bit more hot and my body doesn't store as much liquid as it should when I go to hot races, because simply I'm staying up at altitude, thin air, not a lot of humidity and very cold. So things have been crazy. I didn't have a lot of time for vlogging, so sorry about that. There's a lot of stuff on my plate at the moment, as well with organizing this Grand Fondo in South Africa, and as well as maybe working for another company, doing some filmmaking, blah blah blah. But that's just as a hobby, so don't worry, it's not going to influence my cycling at all. After all, we do need something to do other than just sit on the couch all day. So enjoy the footage all the way from Andorra. I cycled to Girona, and another day after I had kind of recovery day, followed up by a rest day, as we're tapering this week up towards the races that you have to watch the vlog further to see, and as well enjoy the beautiful scenery of Andorra. It was also Mandy's birthday today, so really happy birthday Mandy, but I already said that to you, but I have to do it on the vlog, so this is just acting. Normally I never ride with one of these, but seeing as I'm trying to cycle all the way to Girona today, I have to take some necessary precautions. It's about 180 kilometers there, so got some intervals. Let's see how fast we can get there.
Willie,
Ja.
het jy in jou tas?
Daar is mos daar ander ene. Ja, seker in my tas. En kyk. Okay, gloves, because when I'm doing intervals and you're sweating a lot, it's really disgusting holding onto your flat bars with all the sweat on it. So that's why I train with gloves in hot conditions. Then again, I have an extra rain bag here that's always in the car in case of emergency. Just some warm clothing, normal clothing, shoe covers, rain protection, extra Allen key, tubes, etc. Wat doen jy? What are you doing?
Sunscreen.
And sunscreen. Interesting fact is that some guys hate it when you use these spray sunscreens on the bus, because they say the gas whatever irritates their lungs, and normally getting a bit of sunburn is not good for recovery, so it's all about marginal gains. Okay, so for the start of this ride, might hear a lot of cars. It's kind of peak season here in Andorra with the tourists, so sorry about the sound. My house is on the right, leaving now. Girona is about 187 kilometers away, 2,500 meters of climbing today, and exactly on the 29th I'll be doing another race, and 30th Ravenkush and Brussels Classic. Okay, so training for today, 2 times 15 minutes at 300 watts, 320 watts, pretty much nothing. And the third hour, I think another 30 minutes, 310 watts, and then the final hour, 2 times 5 minutes at about 420 watts. So never allows me to fall asleep during this ride. Okay, first climb of the day, Porta de Valera. She's much longer from the big city of Andorra, Andorra La Vall, but obviously, seeing as I'm living close to Soldeo, the mountain is being a bit lenient towards me, and it's only about 10 kilometers long to the top at a peak altitude of 2,400 meters above sea level.
I'll warm up for about 20 minutes, do my first interval. It's not that hard, so I don't need a proper warm-up. But it's at altitude of above 2,000 meters above sea level, so interesting. The road, the app I'm using to get to Girona today is Komoot. I haven't created a file. I'll just now and then, when I get to Puigcerdà, which is a town on the border of Spain and France. Yes, I know I'm in Andorra, but we'll get there. Then I'll just see, there's a couple of things I don't quite know, and I'll look on Komoot, brilliant app for showing you elevation and the best route for your road bike to get there. Really quite helpful. And also, if you're a premium member, I guess it also gives you the weather, temperature, wind, rain on each section of the road as you go. Pretty cool if you're someone that's going to be all day on the bike and you don't want to have any problems. So unfortunately I can't go through the tunnel. I have to take the long way up this mountain, over the mountain, down into Pas de la Casa and over the French border. Starting the first interval now, and as usual I'll share the ride on Strava. You can see what was happening and that I was really riding and not just pretending I was riding. Okay, top of Porta in Valera, and now it's quite long descent, small climb, and then another long descent, so we'll be quite quick from here. Nice coffee shop at the top on my left. If the wind's blowing, it's pretty shit. What is dream in my brain? In this happy city, happy city, yeah. Happy city, happy city, and I'm wondering again, what is dreaming my brain in this happy city, well, there is just me. French border, it's completely mist, but I'm hopeful that it's just a mist cloud and not shit weather. Let's see, let's see. Called the Pimorens, and a nice little descent coming up now. Smile in the corner, you should see the owner, the owner. What is dream in my brain in this happy city, happy city, happy city, happy city, and I'm wondering again, what is dream in my brain in this happy city, well, there is just me. Okay, so the benefits of training with Andorrans is like whenever you're in the middle of nowhere, you always know where to find water, and I'm going to show you this. Yeah, that should work behind there. Don't think there's a lot of garages on the next stop. So passing La Molina now. This is my first stop of the day in Pucerda. La Molina is quite a long climb, 10 kilometers, and a long way to go, but we'll talk en route.
It's all the same, like some things never change. I couldn't stop and say.
Only 120 k's to go. Just finished another 30-minute interval, 315 watts, and that's pretty easy. But if you go right here in the front, you go to Col de la Clueta, super long climb we did in Volta Catalunya 2 years ago, and it's absolute beast. You come down here, and then they make you stuff up La Molina twice, as if that wasn't enough. But anyway,
You know, it's all the same, but you won't take the blame, even when you are blowing up. Oh my, you're my broken love. Nobody's gonna save her now. Oh my, you're my broken love. So come on, let me show you how. Oh my, you're my broken love. Oh my, you're my broken love.
so just passing through the town of Ribes-de-Frezes, and if you know anything about it, tell me. Mandy likes drinking coffee here at one place. I haven't drank coffee with her here because it's always when she's dropped me off or when we're on our way back. If you know anything of Ribes-de-Frezes on your way to Girona, tell me more about it. I think it's about 80 kilometers from Girona to be exact. Finally back, home sweet home. Wat ben je een kleine factuur hebben?
Je vel is baie dun en sensitief.
Nee, behalve die andere vel. It's always scary walking down with issues on tiles. Okay, I'll just have this, don't worry, Monday. Just that. So. What you gonna do about it?
Dis nie kos nie.